Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
I don't know if I don't know why you would be paying attention to this, but for the last few years, the craft beers and tap rooms, and they're not really tasting rooms when it comes to beer. I mean, what do they call them? Brew pubs?
I think they just call them tap rooms, don't they?
Yeah, I
the
guess
tap
so.
room?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it is a tasting room, right? You go in there, you can taste the beer, then you could buy a glass.
They've had this tax structure it's a federal tax structure for the last few years that gives them a relief in some of their costs of doing business, and that is set to expire at the end of this year in 2020. And their tax structure is going to go up 100% based on what they've paid this year.
Wow.
Since 2017. So 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020, they've had this tax structure where, they're paying the taxes that they're paying now. And normally I'd say, okay, well, that was the law that was enacted, deal with it. But because of coronavirus, the craft beverage industry has taken on so much cost in order, there was an aluminum can shortage. That was the only way that people were able to sell their beer, because people had to come and pick it up. We're doing this thing tonight where they're delivering the beer to us. They can't go to the event for the fundraiser. Mm-hmm. A lot of different things going on. And at less than 4 months, they could see their taxes, and on top of all the costs that have taken place this year, they could see their taxes go up 100%.
I wonder who's behind raising these taxes and where this comes from.
Well, it was...
And what is the point of it?
It's an excise tax relief that they were granted in 2017. So that relief is just set to expire. They set the date at the end of 2020, not knowing that there would be a pandemic in 2020 when they set it in 2017, and knowing that it would do it. But the thing is, they're going to vote on this very soon. So if you love the low cost of your beer, or not having your beer go up a lot in costs, you need to contact your local elected officials. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a link on our webpage. And this is the Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act.
Yeah, we're going to be having Tony Grimes and is it Andres Nunos on tonight from the Central Coast Craft Brewers Consortium. And, they'll explain it a little bit better than we can.
Yeah.
Just a couple of the guys are going to jump on with us. And it'll just be a minute. And besides the fact that we'll be drinking and talking about, Brew at the Zoo, they'll explain a little bit about this. And it's important because, we love our craft breweries, and it's something that you don't get everywhere, right? If you're down in LA, you have to drive a long ways to get to one. And we have 20, 30 right here within 15, 20, 30-minute drive that you can access. You don't have to just drive at 30 minutes to an hour to get to one. So we're very blessed to have this many great local craft breweries.
Well, and just think of what they've been through this year. You think about what they've been through this year, and that is not a fun thing to have to deal with. And from what I understand, it only applies to beer. It does not apply to distilleries. It does not apply to wineries. It only applies to beer. And their taxes are going to go up at the end of the year. But wine and distilleries are going to have the same tax structure because they were not part of this excise relief tax form that came out in 2017. So they have worked that into their budget. Breweries have not had the opportunity to work a pandemic and loss from a pandemic into their budget. And then they're also got this looming darkness at the end of the tunnel that everybody else is seeing light at. And that is the fact that their taxes are going to go up 100%.
Things we didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
I'll get Steve here in a minute. We got Steve from Woods Humane Society coming up. I'll get him on the line here.
What are you doing on Facebook? It sounds so much better when you're on Facebook.
You think so? I don't know. Not his crappy phone.
It does. It really does.
Let me get him on the phone here. Actually, I don't know if it sounds good or bad, but I'll get him on here. But real quick before he get him on here, oh, now it's going to ring.
That's fine.
I'll pull that down for a second.
It's live radio.
Oh, there he is. Thanks for being flexible today, Stephen.
What's up?
We're just busy. It's Friday. We're getting ready to drink a bunch of beer tonight. We got Brew at the Zoo is doing their thing virtual for the Charles Paddock Zoo, and we're going to be drinking a bunch of beer. I know you're a big fan of craft brews.
I like Bud Light.
That's craft brew?
Wait, you throw a craft brew festival called Brews and Bites, and you're going to come on here and say you like Bud Light?
Nothing beats a boat beer.
That's not allowed on my boat. All right. Let's see. Ace Frehley. All right. I asked Jeff during the break. I said, hey, which way do you think Ace goes? And you said?
Well, you asked me what his political affiliation was. Usually when you ask somebody which way somebody goes, you're asking him.
Well, no, but I just said before we went to break that he reveals who's going to vote for president.
If you weren't with us, that's not the phrasing of the question. He asked me who I thought he was going to vote for president. I said Biden or something weirder because he is a weird cat.
Well, he sat down, he did an interview, and this is what he said.
I don't think politics and music mix. John Lennon got involved with politics, and look what happened to John Lennon. And I try to stay away from that as much as I can. I will say I'm a Trump supporter. All the politicians, have skeletons in the closet, but, I think Trump is the strongest leader that we got, on the table.
Do you think he will lose fans? Kiss will lose fans because he went out and said that.
No, because it's Ace.
Because the other day you shared something last Friday about a friend of ours who posted something about Nancy Pelosi getting duped by going into a salon.
Duped is the proper word, yes. Not stooped. I don't know what stooped is.
It means something. Look it up.
That means sit on your porch? I don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, and people were like, boycott Jeff and Jeremy, writing the station letters that we would even share. And it was on Jeff's personal page. I'm like, dude, he wasn't even saying one thing or another. We make fun of everyone, all right? It doesn't matter. This isn't a political affiliation thing. We just make fun of everyone that is stupid.
If you're dumb enough to bang the drum for like
why we do Dumbass of the Day.
The reason why businesses should be closed, but then you're inside those businesses being photographed, and then your excuse is, oh, well, I was tricked in there.
Yeah,
then
you're going to get made fun of.
I don't care what your political affiliation is, you're going to get made fun of.
But the thing was, the gutsy drive-by loser had a fake Facebook page. And as soon as they did that, it was gone. It was deleted. So, just a fake-ass hoe.
Is that Russia interference?
That's collusion. Collusion! How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing well, buddy. I'm hanging in there. One day at a time. It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, right? It's still Groundhog Day for you.
Friday today, just so you know, Steve.
I forget. I don't even put shoes on anymore.
Well, that's how I would roll. I'd be barefoot.
I have this ongoing, perpetual flip-flop tan line.
So what's going on?
That's a good thing. How's that tan line been working out this week?
Yeah, yeah, right.
I don't even know what's happening outside. It's like, just don't do it. Just don't go outside.
It's Wiggle Waggle, virtual Wiggle Waggle happening right now, correct?
It is, yeah. So, because of the situation that we're all in, we had to make the decision to pivot the event from our in-person big pet fair that we do every October to taking the event virtual. Now, the majority of Wiggle Waggle has always been virtual with our fundraising campaign. People go and they set up their fundraising pages and they ask their friends, family, neighbors to contribute to support the programs out at Woods Humane Society, support the animals, and help us raise money for the cause. Well, this year, instead of having that pet fair component, what we're doing is we've gone to a virtual walk and 5K. The virtual walk component is going to be, hey, get out of your house, go take your dog for a walk, take your cat for a walk around the neighborhood, carry your hamster, carry a stuffed animal, bring your lizard. Do what you can to get out of the house, get some exercise, and start logging that distance and the time for the virtual 5K. But you can also go and you can run, jog, hike, kayak, swim. I know Jeff was saying he's going to be just doing push-ups. He's going to be doing 5K worth of push-ups.
How do you measure that?
I don't know. I think it's on the honor system.
Oh, okay.
But really, it's all about getting out, getting active, and giving our community an opportunity to rally behind what we're doing out at Woods and rally behind the homeless animals.
Wait, is push-ups mean 5,000 push-ups? 5K push-ups, right? I mean,
yeah.
No, that's.
I mean, I say you should do it, buddy.
I'd be lucky to get 5.
But, raise awareness in support of the animals out at Woods Humane Society. All the information for our virtual Wiggle Waggle and 5K is located at woodshumane.org/walk2020. You can check out all the great prizes that people can earn. All the registration, anybody that registers gets a Woods face mask. I know you guys were talking about masks.
Yeah. And what is that? What kind of face mask is that? The cloth, reusable, washable, all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if they raise $50, they can get the event limited edition T-shirt. But there's a bunch of other prizes, different prize levels and activities for participation and so forth. We're also going to have a group of 5K meetups throughout the county over the next 2 months, and folks can go out. And one of them is, for example, Bob Jones Trail, Rock to Pier in Cayucas. There's one up in Tascadero. There's one in Pismo. And that's through our tracking software program that we have for people that are participating in the 5K. It's called Strava, and it's a tracking app where it'll track the distance and the time that people are working on that 5K. And now, Virtual 5K is sponsored by the Running Warehouse too. So
Rock to Pier is 5K naturally, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
How convenient is that?
Yeah, because the or is it 4K? It's 4K. Isn't it the 4K?
No, I said 5K. I've never heard of a 4K.
No, the Miracle Miles 4K.
It's for kids. So that's where
4K?
the 4 comes from. It's for kids.
And I voiced the commercial.
4K.
Son of a bitch.
If K means kids.
I guess
then
I Ron
yes.
Burgundy that thing.
4 kids.
Are you sure that's what it means? It's not 4K?
I think it's a natural 5K because it would be even better if it was a natural 2.5 because then you could go back
and forward. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! It's a good thing I can read and I don't have to understand what I'm reading, like Ron Burgundy. Okay, well that's good. So woodshumane.org. You can find out more. You can still jump in on this, which is great because I know it started. It's been on.
It started on the 1st, but it's going to run all the way until Halloween, until October 31st.
Very nice, very nice.
So wait, do I get credit if I do Rock to Pier on the meetup and then I got to go back and get my car and load my dog up into the car and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, go for distance, buddy.
So I get credit for 10K?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to find the information on this.
Strava. I got to get that Strava app.
But I don't think it matters.
And you could share, like on these apps, you could share with everybody else and make them feel inferior.
Exactly.
To you, or to they feel inferior to you because they're like, whoa, somebody just did 10K.
Did Jeff just do 10K? Wow.
With his dogs.
And he's doing all the push-ups? My goodness.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Universe.
Strava. Here I come.
You know what? If you do 10 push-ups, I bet
shaming Americans into fitness.
Do this. Try to do 20 push-ups. Whatever you can stop at, stop there. And I guarantee you, your arms are going to be so sore.
Are you talking
no
about
pain,
me?
no gain.
Yeah.
I've gained 10 pounds.
Oh, Wendy, thank you very much. It's a 10K. The Rock to the Pier.
It's 10K
It's
in
10K.
its own?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So then it's 20 if I have to go back and get my car.
Yeah. You do.
You got this, buddy. You got this.
So, I follow you guys on social media, Woods Humane Society. I know I've been asking you about Captain, and we haven't talked in a while because we didn't catch up last week, or I wasn't here. But I saw that Captain got a new home.
Yeah. Captain got adopted. We've been pretty successful with the adoptions. They continue to roll out, and folks continue to adapt as we.
Did you see the pictures of Captain?
System.
Did you see the pictures of Captain in his new home? Mm. Yeah, he's living large. I don't know if they were at a hotel or if that's their backyard. Yeah, Captain worked. Yeah, he hit the lotto. I'm really happy for Captain. And a captain should live in a palace.
Yeah, I mean, come on. All these animals should. I should.
You should. Well, you just keep walking around barefoot.
Do rich people feed their dogs rich food?
Yes, I have a rich uncle, and these dogs eat ridiculous.
I would hope that everybody that has a dog is feeding their animal highly nutritious food.
Yeah.
The rich people, they can pay people just to make food for their dogs. And they can eat the healthiest. Yeah.
Even if they're on their boat.
Yeah, but how do they get rich? Because that seems like kind of a waste of money when it comes in a bag that's like 30 pounds that, does the same trick.
Yeah.
You get rich by saving money, right?
I mean, the amount of money that's spent on pets over a year is just astronomical, and that's pretty amazing. But, it does come down to making sure that you're able to provide a good, loving home for them.
Well, go to woodshumane.org. You can find out more there. Steve, always great catching up with you. Is there anything else we need to know?
Just reminding folks that we are operating under the appointment-only system right now. We're not having folks just come out to the shelter and walk through the kennels and walk through the catteries. So if you go to our website at woodshumane.org and you're checking out all the available animals online, you give us a call, you set up that appointment, you come out, you meet that animal in person, like a matchmaking kind of thing. And we're having to operate within the confines of, county health guidelines and CDC and so forth. We're trying to keep everybody happy, healthy, and safe and move these animals into loving new homes as quickly as possible.
Hey, by the way, congratulations on your Will Fuller start last night. 16 points. Off to a good start
I'm bummed I didn't have Sammy Watkins. He was keeping my bench warm.
Yeah.
Oh, you had him and you didn't play him?
Yeah.
Who would have played him?
Oh, he's playing John from the JD Project this week. The J and John and JD.
Who's a participant in the Red Zone Challenge, brought to you by Donahue Truck Centers. And the band that he picked, Steve, have you picked? Have you registered yet, Steve?
I have not. No.
No, you have not registered yet. You need to register.
But I will. I'll do that right now.
You get to play your favorite band's songs at 8:20, 12:20, 5:20, and 7:20 every day for the whole week if you win.
If you get the most points in 1 week.
So you got to put in your favorite band. Who would you put in?
Iron Maiden, probably.
Yeah, John put in JD Project.
A little self-appreciating, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.
I didn't hear what you said. Were you saying something?
Yeah, I was voice to text. Brad from Truth About Seafood texted me. He said, "What the hell are we listening to?"
Oh, that's Leonard Skinnard. We had some people request it. Mike writes in, he says, "Thanks for playing that song. When it came out, my wife made me play it a million times." Skinnard, Red, White, and Blue. So it is 9/11. Never forget, man.
I could honestly say that I've never heard that song.
And, it's funny because it almost took something terrible to bring everybody together. And I almost feel like we need something crazy to happen.
That's not happened.
I don't want anything like that to happen, but we need something to reunite this country because people, have picked their sides and people forgot we're all Americans first.
Hey, I got my red, white, and blue on.
My
my neck ain't red, but yeah. I just realized they're all red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Even the cap under here.
You can't go wrong with team colors. Seth is.
I forgot to wear my Vikings cap.
Seth is decked out in Twins gear. Well,
that was an accident.
The Twins are hot right now, so I mean, you got to ride the hot hand, right?
All right. Well, the Vikings are undefeated.
Yeah, that's true. As of right now,
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, didn't you pick Houston there, Jeff?
I picked Houston. Yes.
There you go. How'd that work? Did you not remember that playoff game? 24-0 became 51.
Yes.
To 30. Yeah, 51-7 from there on.
Yeah, but
I was going to ask you
the Chiefs. They're going to score 50 points.
I was curious if you were one of the 4%ers that picked Texans.
Nope.
I didn't think so.
But the trouble is with this season, we don't know anything really going in. We've seen no preseason.
And that game
but you know what was nice
about?
But you know what last night was nice about is it kind of gave us a feeling for what was going to happen. Home field advantage is still home field advantage.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. At Arrowhead, even when the Chiefs weren't all that great, bad things happened there to opponents.
Well, the bad things were happening to Andy Reid in the face mask. I mean, I felt bad for the guy. I mean, I feel bad for the guy whenever I see him.
Again, it's coincidence you sound like Chris Collinsworth, right?
Why?
Just your voice.
Chris Collinsworth. Does he not say the stupidest stuff?
I don't know. He always sounds like he's mad or annoyed at the game.
Well,
I just want to say this. Huh?
I felt bad for Andy Reid last night.
Why? Didn't he lose a bunch of weight?
He won. He won the game. He
last
lost
night
weight.
He did? Last night he lost like 10 pounds.
You could see
probably.
the weight.
In the mask.
There was the fog at the bottom of it.
You could see the weight dripping off of his mask. I mean, he was just sitting there breathing it out. He did lose a bunch of weight, but I feel bad for him only because, he had to deal with that thing last night.
Would you feel bad if he wasn't a big fat guy? Do you feel bad because he's a big fat guy and has to wear the shield? You keep calling it a mask. It's a shield, by the way.
Sure.
And the only reason I correct you is because our poll question is, what kind of mask or shield do you like to wear? What kind of face covering? The cloth, the paper, the N95, the face shield, like, Coach was wearing last night. The gaiter, which is that thing that comes up around your neck, or a bandana. What about you, Seth? What do you wear? You wear the cloth.
I'm guessing Leonard Skinner's going with bandana.
Right? Yeah, Skinner, hell, neck still red. You got to wear the bandana.
With a a Confederate flag.
I tried the
bandana.
gator thing, but man, it's so tight to your face that it's just like it gets all moist and then it's kind of gross.
You know, that's what I've noticed, especially now or when it was hot. Yeah, with the mask, you take it off and there's just like, moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no, I go
it's like
strictly
you feel
cloth.
like Andy Reid, huh?
And then you get mask mouth and you're like, ooh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I like the disposable ones. Just
Well,
chop
yeah.
them.
It's like, spitting into your own, windshield.
Yeah, you're just sitting there spitting in your hand and then it's stuck to your
I'm
face.
telling you,
What do
they
you
need
think your
to,
face smells like.
he needs to work an endorsement deal. Andy Reid does, and he needs to put Rain-X on that thing, and
Have a windshield wiper on the inside.
and then the commentators are going to commentate on it if it's beating the moisture off.
Can he have
of
a
it.
coach's assistant put on a mask and wear gloves and come in there and clean the damn thing for him every 10 minutes?
Hand the water bottles. Have him come. Yeah, guy with a towel on. Come over there, change it, something out like almost like doing the windshield. Wipe
Or
it
maybe
off
they
and
just
then
put a
give
new
him another
mask
one.
on him and take that one and clean it
Yeah.
and give him a new one.
So kinda, alternate.
Every 10 minutes
Can
or
I tip
something.
you off on a secret, by the way, since we're on the subject?
Sure.
Kind of on the subject, because I was thinking microfiber cloth. You should just have one in his back pocket and wipe it off every once in a while. But I guess at Quickie, the car wash place, this month, they're giving us free towels
Thank you, sales guy Jeff.
to dry it off.
But I already have towels I paid for.
I know, but
So don't bring them,
don't bring them.
and I get to keep it.
Well, you get to take the towel and then dry it off and then put it in the.
But wait, there's more, isn't there?
No, that's it.
Don't you have to sign up for a special?
Well, we already have. Jeremy and I already have that.
Oh,
Oh, you mean the membership? Yeah, it's great membership, worth every penny. Every penny.
I like to.
and if you need a car, Pass Robles Ford, I hear, is the place to go. Huh? We're going to make this an
quite
infomercial.
Not the quite same thing.
Okay.
All right, no,
I'm just saying.
Quickie Car Wash is not paying us to talk about them. So. We're just
the
fans.
microfiber towel is came in super handy yesterday because I left my one that I reuse all the time, the little chamois one, in my wife's car, and man, I feel so much better now that I wash my car with all the ash on it. My
Yeah.
gosh,
Well, mine's not going to get much worse. So.
I had that theory going into it. I was like, okay, well, it's just going to get more ash on it. But I was like, what am I doing? I'm stupid. I have this membership that I pay for. I could go every day if I want to.
Right, good.
So why aren't I taking advantage
I've
of
gone
it?
twice in one day before. Because you can't.
Well, now, what do you have the
You
micro?
went twice in one day?
Yep.
Oh, that's abuse of privilege, my friend.
Not really.
What do you mainly use that microfiber for? Since you say you carry one around all the time.
No, and so I have one that's like a chamois.
Yeah.
That you squeeze out. It's called the absorber. The absorber.
Yeah. Absorbing water for you.
And you squeeze it out, and then you wipe down your
Right.
vehicle, so the water stains don't get so
Gotcha.
it doesn't stain your vehicle. And I went to go grab it yesterday, and I realized it was in my wife's car. So I went up to them and I said, "Hey, what's the deal with you guys' towel service?" And they said, "Oh, this month it's free. Here you go. Just bring it back to us when you're done with it." And I did it, and it was all done.
Yeah, you don't keep it.
No.
Yeah.
No. But I don't want it when it's dirty. Let them launder it, and I'll go back and get it the next time. Mm-hmm. A clean one.
Yeah, but my car.
It's like the reason why I stay in a hotel. They make the bed for me.
Yeah. Well, my car's like 15 years old, and the paint's like coming off, so the ash isn't going to hurt it too much. It's probably going to cover up the bad spots. And it's gray. It's silver anyway.
It's nature's Bondo, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
The ash is nature's
the rust is holding the car together. Don't take it off. What you got going on there, sport?
Oh, I'm taking a picture of a script of an ad I had to voice. They said that I didn't say it right, so I said, well, I said it verbatim, so I'm taking a picture of the script and sending it back to them.
Yeah, that's nice when you follow that word for word, and then they say you got it wrong.
Yeah, that's
nice.
fine. I want to do it right. So, tell me what you screwed up, and then I can fix it.
The first mistake was, doing it verbatim.
The best thing was this morning when Jeremy was firing back that response is he had to ask Siri how to spell verbatim.
I wanted to make sure I spelled it right, so I didn't. You can't throw a dig and do something wrong.
Yeah, use a big word.
I'm educated. I got tools.
But this is what
I'm just not smart.
You have the 5th grade and 6th grade Bow Lake runner-up in the spelling bee across from you, and you still feel the need to.
You were a runner-up?
Runner-up to Jaspreet Daw.
Oh, well, yeah, it's always the
What was the word?
the smart one.
What was the word that you misspelled?
Oh, I forget. Oh, I don't. I knew. I mean, I was always.
So that was your laces out moment.
I was. I was always a fish swimming upstream against Jaspreet. I mean, Jaspreet was like the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was walking in with Bill O'Brien.
Yeah. I won the spelling bees in class, but when it came to all school, then I never won one of those.
Yeah, I was always runner-up to Jaspreet.
He's not all school, but he definitely was the king of the 5th grade spelling bee. Seth Blackburn.
6th grade.
Well, I'm talking about Seth because he said he was in his class.
Good job,
up
dude.
next, Jimi Hendrix, Bryan Adams, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Don't forget tonight's happy hour. It's Brew at the Zoo, 5 o'clock on Facebook.
93.3 KCOZ rocks.